The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
You know, I've been thinking, Lewis, what was Barack Obama thinking when he was sitting there at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and there were jokes being made about Bin Laden by Seth Meyers? You remember what I'm talking about, right? What could have been going through his head? I don't know. But this is the moment I'm talking about, and our TV audience will see. He seems to play it off really pretty well, just smiling and knowing that they're about to get him, about to get Bin Laden. I think we have the clip. I hope we do.
Every time I tune into C-SPAN, it looks like they just had a fire drill. C-SPAN is one unpaid electric bill away from being a radio station. People think Bin Laden is hiding in the Hindu Kush, but did you know that every day from 4 to 5 he hosts a show on C-SPAN?
And Obama clearly loving it. And then now very quickly, Lewis, we're starting to see the conspiracy theories about Osama Bin Laden's alleged death. We are starting to see comments about, well, we have waterboarding to thank for getting Bin Laden. There's just so much to get to. I don't even know where to start. Let's go first to the torture stuff. I've been following this, and we keep going back and forth. Really, it's conservatives going back and forth among themselves about do we have waterboarding to thank for getting Bin Laden? And here's our good friend Lewis. He has the Muslim hearings. We know we can count on Peter King to give us some kind of interesting statement. And here's Peter King addressing this issue.
Now with our special factor coverage, the death of Osama Bin Laden. Joining us from Washington, New York Congressman Peter King, head of the House Homeland Security Committee. So, Congressman, right off the bat, tell me something I don't know. Tell us something we don't know.
Well, I don't know if everyone knows this or not, but you mentioned the fact that we obtained information several years ago, vital information about the courier for Obama. We obtained that information through waterboarding. And so for those who say that waterboarding doesn't work, to say that it should be stopped and never used again, we got vital information which directly led us to Bin Laden.
Wow.
Also,
wait, let me stop you there. I did not know that.
Right. And O'Reilly also didn't know, doing a good job of pretending he didn't know Peter King was going to say that either. Brilliant acting job that he's doing there.
Should get an Oscar for that.
Now, the thing is, Fox then goes and they have Peter King on all day. He's allowed to go on and say it's all waterboarding, it's all waterboarding. But then John Brennan said, no, the waterboarding had nothing to do with this. Absolutely nothing to do with this. We heard it from him, and he was very direct. Let's go to the statement from John Brennan, Lewis. Why don't we? I mean, we have it.
37.
Oh, let's see. I think we have it.
37.
All right, maybe we don't. We seem to only have the first second of it for whatever reason. But believe me, Lewis, that's what John Brennan said. So then we come to who? We come to our own old friend Donald Rumsfeld. Known unknowns and unknown knowns and the unknown unknowns, so on and so forth. You remember Donald, right?
Of course, yeah.
Not Donald Trump, by the way. First, Donald Rumsfeld says, waterboarding did not get us any vital Bin Laden intelligence. It is true that some information came from normal interrogation approaches at Guantanamo and did lead to information that was beneficial in this instance, but it was not harsh treatment. It was not waterboarding. But then he goes on the Hannity show. And what does he say on the Hannity show, Lewis? Well, he sings a very different tune on the Hannity show. He starts saying, actually, I didn't say we didn't get information from waterboarding. What I meant was waterboarding wasn't done by the military at Guantanamo. Here it is.
Call. I'm told there was some confusion today on some programs, even one on Fox, I think, suggesting that I indicated that no one was who was waterboarded at Guantanamo provided any information on this. That's just not true. What I said was no one was waterboarded at Guantanamo by the U.S. military. In fact, no one was waterboarded at Guantanamo, period. 3 people were waterboarded by the CIA away from Guantanamo and then later brought to Guantanamo. And in fact, as you point out, the information that came from those individuals was critically important.
Right. So Donald Rumsfeld walking it back a little bit, Lewis. No surprise, though, right?
Well, he didn't say critically important in getting Obama. He just said critically important.
In getting Obama?
I mean, Osama. See,
right.
yeah, now
Listen
I'm
to
doing
Lewis,
it too.
ladies and gentlemen.
You do it all the time. That's the first time I've done it.
I think, why don't we just say OBL? I think that's the way to avoid the Obama.
Well, just say Bin Laden. Just say Bin Laden.
We'll say whatever you want if it helps you.
Okay. Wasn't the waterboard? Didn't Dick Cheney say that the waterboarding prevented some type of huge
Oh, yeah,
some terrorist
of course.
attack.
Well,
Yeah.
but that's Dick Cheney.
Guess we can't take him at his word.
So the real question I have, ladies and gentlemen, is when we're talking about this, why not just bring up, wait a second, this is the United States of America, and we claim that we don't torture. We claim we don't use these methods. We claim that the United States does not torture. So why are we talking about now, in hindsight, defending or criticizing or explaining or citing the methods that were used? I thought that this was already settled, Lewis, that the United States does not torture.
Because now we can say it's thanks to waterboarding that this happened.
It's thanks to waterboarding that this happened. That what happened?
That we got Bin Laden.
Who can say that?
Whoever wants to.
Oh, you're saying if we are to engage in this discussion without saying, well, hold on, the United States just simply does not do that. You're saying it opens up the door to starting to justify and then say we need to continue using these methods.
Right.
Exactly. Absolutely right.